Lamine threw to Nuno.
Lamine had one action on Nuno in the second leg. One fucking
And then
action.
it led to a goal.
Action.
And then we got a red card.
And then what happened? You had three,
and
then you conceded 3 unanswered goals. You did three unanswered goals. What the fuck, bro? Nobody cares about that Zionist fucking Saudi game, bro. Played in the fucking middle of nowhere, bro. Nobody gives a fuck about that game, bro.
Hey, we only care.
What the fuck?
We have this Barca fan that has wanted to come on, and so Phil, I guess.
Oh, Barca fan, yes sir.
Yeah, but Phil, it's two stuff. So first of all, I think like he wants to go against the stuff that Tosin is saying, and potentially he may feel you're not doing a good job. That's just what I'm feeling.
Okay, fine.
But let's see.
Jacob.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes. Welcome.
What's up, guys? No, I don't think that he's doing a bad job. I think both teams are actually more similar than you guys think they are. I think PSG, the one that's not in it, I don't know your name.
Yeah, just call me PSG.
PSG, like you say, Barcelona's defense is bad, yet in league play, we've only conceded 5 more goals than you guys, and I think we play with a significantly higher line. And you claim that we have worse defenders. So would that mean your defense isn't as good as you think it is, or are we overperforming? Do you think we're overperforming our expected goals conceded? What would that mean? And then in the Champions League, I think we have 13 goals conceded. You guys have 9. And then
collectively, that's 9 goals, don't you think? 5 and 4, like that's a lot. That's a lot of goals.
In their respective teams, like, are we going to take into account like the level of the league?
Not necessarily. We don't need to do that.
Well, exactly. So then, how do we accumulate the 5 goals?
Okay, let's just strictly go Champions League. 4 is a lot. Four goals is still a lot.
But I agree. I think we play a high line, but I think that's the type of game we play. We're going to score a lot of goals. We might concede a lot of goals. Like I think the Benfica game is an example of that. But I think you guys, in a way, you guys play that way too. I think you guys play with a lot more control, though. I think you guys want the ball, kind of like Lucho. He's with Barcelona when he was with Spain. I think you guys are a great team, and I'm not going to say you guys aren't a good team at all. I think you guys are probably the most informed team in the world right now. I think you guys are more informed than we are. I'm not biased at all, but I think it's a little dishonest to say that the defenses there's like a giant goal.
I wouldn't say there's a giant. I just think center backs, like, quite frankly, I know you can say I'm a homer. I wouldn't take a single player that's counting goalkeeper and defense over any of our players individually. I just wouldn't.
I mean,
like
that's
fullbacks.
Fair.
I just wouldn't.
No.
If you said that about your fullbacks, I would agree, because I think PSG and Barcelona have the best fullbacks in the world. I agree. I can be like, if you back your fullbacks, that's fine. You back your fullbacks, but I think it's dishonest. Like, you wouldn't take Pau Cubarsí over Marquinhos. I think you would.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Dude.
I think you absolutely would.
Absolutely not.
Thank
dude.
you.
Marquinhos has been playing at the top level.
PSG
Marquinhos has
right
been playing at the top level for 10+ years.
Let me interrupt.
No, I get it. I get that you want to bring all that to this season, though. We're going off of this Champions League season. We're going off of this season. If you want to bring all that in, there's not much of an argument. Then I would agree. Marquinhos, his body of work is better. But if you're going off of this season, you can't say that Pau Cubarsí hasn't been a better center back than Marquinhos. If you want to say Paucho's better than Inigo, I can be like, I can get behind that, because I'm not going to be biased. But Pau Cubarsí has a higher completion, has a higher passing percentage. He's better. He's better on the ball than he is, and I think he's just younger and quicker than he probably is. I think Marquinhos has him.
I'm not sure he's quicker.
I think Marquinhos has him in aerial duels, because I think Pau Cubarsí is about 6 feet, maybe 6.5 feet. But I think in terms of all around play, you could probably even ask PSG in it. He would probably rate Cubarsí higher than Marquinhos.
Yeah, because it Ben had a Marquis agenda. Like, that's crumbling before his eyes. Like,
Tosin, during that City PSG game, what were we saying about Marquinhos?
We were calling him we were calling him Marquinhos at that time. But
when he tested the ball back to KDB is doing all these stupid mistakes that in that game, you wanted him gone. Like you were calling him a terrible captain. All that stuff, bro. Like no
Like
one's
I
supposed
mean,
to out Tosin, bro.
I get that you're a piece. You're gonna back your players. Like I'm gonna back all my during game time. I'm gonna back all my players. I get that. But even the chat's agreeing. Even the chat's like Kubarsi's better than Marquinhos. Like I get you backing your fullbacks. I would back my fullbacks to Kunde and Balde. I think Balde's had a really awesome season. I think his on ball ability's gotten a lot better. But I think I rate Nuno Mendes highly. Like, if you were to tell me, do you want Nuno Mendes, I would have to like actually really think about that because I rate him highly, and I think Hikimi's had a really good season. But I think it's a little dishonest for you to say like, oh, I would take Marquinhos over Kubarsi. I don't think any. I think even if you,
Man, I like so where do you rank I don't see it, dude. Like I think
I
Kubarsi
think.
is very in terms of his
Well, do you think he's like
in
a
terms of
top?
leading a line. You think he lead that line for Barca? Does he lead
Well,
that
yeah,
line?
that's actually a good point. I think Inigo is more of the
Thank you. So
experienced
he's not, and Marquinhos is
player.
a lead. He leads our line, dude. Like there's a
I get
difference.
that. I get that. But if I get that, like if I get that, like he does, but we're talking about two in the same. Like Pacho is your ball playing center back.
No, he's not. No, he's not. But Pacho is not. He's more of the front foot aggressive defender, whereas Markey does more of the on-ball work. But I will admit that Kubarsi is probably better on ball than Markey.
Probably.
No, okay,
Tosin.
he is. He's discernibly better.
He's
He's
probably the
better.
best ball playing
But
center back in the world right now.
uh
He had a
I'm not
stretch.
sure
He had a
about
stretch.
that. Like in
He had
terms
a
of his
stretch.
carrying, in terms of his
He,
ball carrying, I
no,
don't
no, no.
see it. Like,
He's not
but
that
his
good of a
passing
ball
quality,
carrier. He's
yeah,
not that good of a
exactly.
ball
Like
carrier.
you
You just
gotta
said you were just about to say in
everything.
terms of his ball
You gotta
carrying, he's really good.
No, that's not what I was saying. In terms of his
Tosin's
ball
You were
ball
carrying,
just about
it's
to say that.
non-existent. It's non-existent compared to like a fucking Bastoni at Inter. Like I
But
would argue Bastoni
Bastoni
is
plays in.
probably a
All right,
better
all right.
ball carrier.
If we're being honest right here, did anybody watch the Juve Inter game?
Yes, we did.
I
We
watched
watched it. Yeah,
Okay,
we watched it. We watched. Yeah,
please,
we did the watch
please
along.
be honest with me. I know you saw Bastoni making runs down the side of the.
Oh,
Sorry, what was that? You cut off.
He was flying down the.
you cut off again.
He plays in a back three, and he's so good on the ball. I'm not. This
No,
isn't
he's
me.
a way more dynamic player with the football than Kubarsi. Kubarsi, incredible balls over the top. Like, yeah, he's incredible.
I
Like
think
his
it's an
passes into
arguable point.
midfield.
I'm not going to say you're wrong. It's definitely arguable, but I think he has a lot more freedom to that. Kubarsi plays in the back too. He had a 13 game stretch where he had a 90% completion percentage, or it might have been even higher. That's the first time that's been done, I think, by any player in like 5 years or something like that. I think he's in my opinion, I might be being biased. I think he's the best ball playing center back. Now, is he like the out and out best defender in the world?
Absolutely not.
Probably
Absolutely
not. Like
not.
I agree with that. But I think you would rather have. I think most people. I'm not going to say you. I can't speak for you, but I think most people would rather have Kubarsi than Marquinhos.
Facts. And also, you guys spoke about how Barcelona is not a leader and stuff. I mean, he was when Inigo was injured. Like he was like whenever he didn't play, like Barca's defense crumbled. Like so he kind of can be a leader. So like Barca has it all. I mean, the only issue about Barca is maybe he can like win like balls in the air. You know what I mean? But like it's not really a big issue. But
Do you trust him in coverage? Do you trust him in cover? Like, do you trust him defending wide areas?
yeah, that's one of his like.
Yeah, I
That's
would say
it.
that. I would say he's good at that. He's not the. He's not the.
Bro,
the
I'm telling you guys, like, if he gets stretched like spandex on Miami Beach, please, I want y'all to still come back. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to still come back. If he has to defend players on an island in that line, or he has to recover
well,
after he's beat.
Posted.
but you're hold
Let's
on.
see.
But
Let's see. We'll
but
see.
you're acting like we haven't done it. We haven't done it like played the high line all year. Like we've
That's what I'm saying. Our
we've
defense-
never backed down from like we played Real Madrid twice. They have
Thank
Vinny
you.
like you guys are gonna say like the Real Madrid's attack isn't like overall like like system isn't very good, and I actually like agree with that. Their system isn't good, but the threat level of Vinny Jr., Mbappe, Jude Bellingham, and Rodrigo, that's like those are still very talented players. Even if you don't rate them, they're still very talented. Vinny
Yeah.
Jr. has pace, Mbappe has pace, Rodrigo's very skillful on the ball, has a lot of pace. Jude Bellingham has a lot of late runs. They've scored 2 goals against us. Now I'm saying that a little of that is because Mbappe has a little bit of like stage fright when he will go one-on-one with the keeper, and I agree sometimes like they get through, but Kubarsi he's not the fastest defender, but he's very intelligent, he's very smart. We know how to play the high line, and if we get caught if we get caught on the high line, like we're gonna get caught on the high line, like that's just it. We've played it the whole year, and we've only conceded 5 more league goals than you guys. Like it can't be that bad.
You can't say only 5. Like 5 is a significant number, dude.
No, it's
But
not.
That's
It's not
fine.
a significant number. If we had 10 more league goals conceded than you, then
Thank-
we'd
Of
be
course, you're
like,
gonna double the
I'd be like,
number.
you know what, you're actually right. But 5 goals isn't that much. You guys just put 7 past Brest.
And the thing is, I don't even understand that argument because, like, look at Liverpool in the league. They conceded the same amount as goals as us. Like, people just laugh at our defense because sometimes Barcelona we concede stupid goals. You know what I mean? But like, the end of the day, like, teams concede the same amount as goals as us. You know what I mean?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I've been hearing, guys. I just wanted to step in for this point. I do agree somewhat that Tosin is over-exaggerating when it comes to the defensive thing.
Thank you.
But you can't just look at goals conceded. You also have to look at like chances conceded. For example, you said only 4 goal difference, whilst PSG's XG against is 20.3 in the league, whilst for Barca is 28. And even in the UCL, I think PSG has like one of the lowest XGA against compared. If we compare it to Barca, for
Yeah,
example.
like even during that shit run where we scored 3 goals in 5 games, our XGA like against it was so low. It was probably the lowest or the second lowest at that time during that stretch.
And that's
There
what
was
explains what
minimal
you said
threat.
before about the high line. Like
Bro,
you give away,
so how
but
can
you
how can
defend
you
well.
say how can you say I'm quote unquote over exaggerating when I think we have way better defensive personnel?
You don't
Am I
though.
okay?
I don't know. Defensive personnel, I don't know. I just don't think you guys play as high of a line, and you guys play with a lot more of the ball. You're not conceding as many
True.
chances because you guys
True.
are averaging like what 65% possession in almost every game. So you can't like in like theoretically you literally cannot give up. You can't like give up the like concede more chances because you guys always have the
So
ball.
basically,
Which
what
is
you're saying is we
which
have
is
a
a
better system. That's
no.
what you
Well, I
that's
mean,
kind of what you're saying.
well, we score more goals than you. Do we have a better system?
You don't
Like
score
it's
more goals than us. You do not
Yeah,
score more goals than
we
we
us.
do.
do.
No,
We've
you do
scored the
not.
most goals in Europe. We
What?
scored over 100 goals.
Can we look at that per game?
Okay,
We
but
scored
the thing
Maybe
in the
total
Champions
wise,
League.
you
We
had to,
scored
but
in the
can we look at
Champions League.
that
We
per
scored
game?
3.6 goals per game.
and also we can't use Champions League stats because you guys play more games than us because of the breast tie. You know what I mean? Like now it's kind of
Yo, why you keep ignoring this rest tie, G? Like,
bro, it's 2
why you
extra
doing
games,
this?
bro. What are you talking about? we play 8 games. You guys play 10 games. What the fuck? Like, what are you talking about, bro?
Nah, you're so hot that we won 10-0 on aggregate.
No, not. It's the truth. You guys play 2 extra games, like, bro. Like this team is low-key cooked. Like they have to at least change
Yeah, like
the.
I'm looking at the stats right now. Goals per match 3.5. We have 0.9 more. We have almost a full goal more scored per game in the Champions
Thank
League than
you,
the
bro.
next closest, which is Real Madrid 2.6. So just because we score more goals than you, does that mean we have a better system? No, see, the crickets. You didn't say anything there. But like that's what I'm saying. It's
No,
just
no,
how
no. My
we,
mic was muted. I thought I was
it's just
talking.
how we play football. Like you guys play football in a way where you control a lot of the ball, and so you can concede a lot of tensions. We play we're very vertical. We're going right at you. We're gonna lose the ball because we're putting it over the top. We're playing through passes, and then we play such a high line that it takes 1 or 2 passes to cut through. And I'm not saying you guys won't cut through us. You might cook us. Like, I'm not saying that might not happen. But I'm saying is you arguing in terms of having a better system and not better system, it's counterintuitive because you have to like take into context the way both teams play. Like, you think Lucho wants to play the way Flick plays? Like, he's never done that before. In Spain, like when they went in the last World Cup, what was it? What was the last World Cup that they went to? It was Qatar or something like that. That he coached in. Like, they averaged like what 65-70% possession, but they still got knocked out because they weren't conceding a lot of goals, but they would lose games like 1-0 because they weren't conceding goals. They were just, the other team was just being clinical. That you have to take into the you have to take in the context of like how they play and stuff like that. Like, we're gonna concede a lot of chances because of the way we play. You guys aren't going to.
So
That's
basically, we're gonna expose ourselves, but we still ultimately have a system that doesn't concede a lot of goals. So we bend but don't break.
Yeah, I
Essentially,
agree.
that's kind of
Like,
what you're saying.
you guys might
But look,
be a better defensive unit than us. Like, I wasn't arguing that, but you guys might be taking the approach of where like you hold on to the ball and you have a better system that helps out your defense. We have a system that helps out our attackers. That's why we've scored more goals than you guys. Like, we could go like tit for tat. Like, on
no,
that.
honestly, you do not score more goals than us. Like,
We've
maybe
scored the
on,
most goals
like
in Europe.
look,
Do this,
look.
man.
I know. Look, I know you're gonna bring up that stat in Champions League, but I'm telling you, like, if you take
No.
if
We've
you
scored
take
the most goals in Europe out of
yes, you
any
scored
team.
28 goals during the group stages. We get it, but if you
No,
take
we scored over 100 goals in the entire season. Like, we've scored. I think I don't know if you guys have. I
yeah,
haven't.
no, 113 goals in 36 games, something like that.
That's
But
ridiculous.
if you take how many goals we've scored over the past, like you said, the most informed team.
I agree.
Like, I just don't see how you're
Hey,
better
wait,
offensively.
Tosin, why do you guys always like judge things in like a time span? Like,
Because
why do
that's
you
what
do this,
matters.
bro?
That's what matters. Like, we've clearly been a
Yeah,
different team since the
but you're
Auxerre
No,
game.
stop this bullshit,
but
bro.
you're arguing like you're kind of arguing out of bad faith though. Like, everything you're arguing is like a kind of a hypothetical. Like, oh, but
No, it's not a
but this
hypothetical.
time.
It's reality. Like, look at what we've scored since the Auxerre, like since probably the turn of the year.
Since that, bro.
Since the turn of the
Stop.
year.
Oh my.
How is that hypothetical?
No, I'm not.
reality.
I'm agreeing that you guys are the most informed team. Like, I think you guys have a really good team. Like, I rate your team very highly. I rate all the players. I rate all the players you guys have. Like, I think your guys' midfield is incredible. I think Neves is like probably him and Pedri are the two best midfielders in the world right now. I think those guys are like
No, bro.
unbelievable.
Okay, now you're being too nice. Like,
No. I just don't want to be. I just don't want to be biased because this Neves is. If I could have Neves at Barca right now, I would have Neves at Barca.
Phil, don't try to do this
I
like
like-
Pedri is on
I
a level
like
alone,
Neves.
man.
No, bro. Mo,
I like Pedri, and I hate to say it, but I will always say Pedri number one. But don't try to act like he's above everyone else.
he is
He's
this
number one,
season,
but
bro.
he's not like a level above Neves. No.
Mo, come on, bro. You know that this season Petri's on his own like level. This
No.
season, Oh my
He's number one. He's number
bro,
one.
Why are you doing this?
Man, it's
No,
way
but-
too many Barca fans in the chat, man. Jesus Christ, man. It's way too many Barca. It's way too many Kool-Aids.
PSG and Barcelona are two teams that play different systems but ultimately are more similar than people think. Like, I think we both.
We are not similar. We're not. First, you said
are we
Flick
not
and Lucho are different, and now you're saying.
I'm saying the overall
Like-
overall teams, like in the moment that they're in right now, they're similar. Like, they're kind of similar. You guys have
We're
an
not
amazing
similar at
transition.
all.
You guys have an amazing transitional front three. We have the best transition team, statistically the best transition team in the world, and we're only separated by a percentage. PSG and Barcelona, only by a percentage. We have great ball playing defenders. We have the best fullbacks in the world. We have two of the best.
You do not have the best fullbacks in the world.
I said
Oh my God.
I said Barcelona and PSG have the two sets of best fullbacks in the world.
No,
And then
go
and then I said and we both have great midfields. How are we not? We're more similar than we are different at the very least. I don't know how you could say we're not.
and also Tosin, I still haven't forget when you said this. I remember before you're saying how like PSG as a club, like we can't score at big away grounds. I think it was after the Arsenal game or Bayern game. One of those two games. So you used to say things like this, and now you're saying how like you guys are as good as us offensively, bro. Like, come on, Tosin. Like you can like only judge like teams based on like a couple of months. No, it's a full season, bro. Like you can't leave things out. Like you were saying that before, how like, oh, that's how we are. We can't score at big away grounds. We went to the Emirates. We went to the Allianz. We went to this place. Went to that place. Like you were saying that before.
What's the exact points you guys are debating still?
No, I'm just saying how like
Well, I think honestly we're just talking. I honestly think we're just talking about the two teams.
No,
to be honest. I don't
because
even know the debate
I'm
anymore.
not gonna let Tosin say that like, oh, PSG offensively is as good as Barcelona or better, bro. You can't say that, bro. Like, come on.
I know.
I think
I
we're the
just saw
two
somebody.
best
I just saw
offensive teams
somebody
in the
say.
world.
I just saw somebody say, "Imagine all this talk, then y'all get Liverpool." Honestly, I think you guys beat Liverpool.
Yes, same here. I believe so
I
too.
think
Like,
you guys beat Liverpool. I think you guys
Like,
have a better midfield.
easy.
I think Barcola against Trent, that'd be crazy.
No. Think about the other one, man. Dembele
Robertson, yeah,
versus
Robertson's
Robertson
been
Corpse.
cooked all year. He's been cooked all year.
And then, like, offensively, we just have to try to limit, maybe even double up on Salah, and their attack is cooked as well. He's not cooked, but
Honestly,
like,
bro,
he's done.
bro. I don't want Liverpool. No, I really want Barca, bro. Like, we need to smack these niggas one
Oh,
more
gosh.
time, bro. Like because, bro, the honestly, bro, like the fucking arrogance from like some of these dudes in the chat, man.
bro,
Talking like
you are the one that's arrogant, bro. What
No,
you
but look, Tosin, look, Tosin.
we need to actually slap Barca again, dude. We
No, but
need to,
Tosin. Look, Phil and this other Barca dude, they're here. They're talking. They're not saying this deluded stuff. People in the chat say deluded stuff to be seen by us. All right. Don't look at the chat. All right. Don't look at the chat.
Thank you, Mo. Like, Tosin
I
the one
think.
that's
Look,
being this, man.
I think the past two times we've faced Barca, we've come in as the by far strong favorite, both in 2021 and last year. Like,
bro. We were
for me,
not the
that
favorites in 2021. We were
No,
not
no,
the
no.
favorites
I'm
last
saying
year.
like if you knew football.
bro.
I'm saying
We
if you knew
weren't,
football.
dude.
I'm not saying odds. I'm saying just like if you knew football. Like even
But
last
the odds,
season.
that's what dictates shit. It's the odds. The
No,
odds
that's
always
just
have
design as
Barca.
Jews.
Yeah, no,
Design as
it doesn't
Jews, man.
matter. Vegas puts Barca as the favorites. How are you gonna? You can't go against Vegas. That's law.
Well,
Like,
here we go, Tosin.
they always put Barca. So, and if we
No.
if we were to match up again with them, Barca would again be the favorites. And that's what's, bro.
Yeah.
Please give us Barca, bro. Like,
No, this
I
time
don't
it's
even give a
even. This time
like,
it's even.
we're
This
gonna
time it's
smack
50
we're gonna
Yeah,
smack Liverpool.
I don't see how you see. It's like there's not a like I said in the chat earlier when I was asking to come on. I said this game's like literally a coin toss. Like this game could.
No, it's not. It's really not a coin toss, dude.
Okay, it's either 50-50 or a 55-45
How is it?
for
Okay,
one of the
okay, well, how
sides.
do you see the game percentage wise? Like PSG in it just did. Like you see it 55-45, you see it 50-50.
Me?
No.
I mean,
PSG.
Like the tie overall, I see it like, yeah, 3/4, like 75-25, because I think we end the tie in the
That's
first leg.
ridiculous, bro. That's ridiculous.
I say we end the tie in the first leg.
Okay, what's the score prediction for the away leg? Because we play away first. So what would be that for? Like, what would that be? We play at
Like
the
a comfy 3-4-0.
I mean,
And
this
when
has got
I
to be
said
rage
that,
bait, right? This has got to be rage
No,
bait.
it's not rage bait, dude. It's not.
man.
What?
You
Wait,
don't
I
think
just
you
don't
say
see how.
yours as
I
well.
really
you
do
don't think
feel.
the
Okay,
team
you
that
say
I
yours
scores
as
the
really
well.
do
most
feel
Champions
if we
League
match up,
goals and
because
the
look,
most goals in Europe doesn't score against like not even one goal.
honestly,
Like you're making
if
yourself you're staining your credibility. You gotta say
Thank
this.
you.
You're standing your
no.
credibility. You gotta say that.
Also,
I don't
put the
need.
joint
I don't
down,
need
bro.
credibility.
Put the joint down, bro.
I don't need credibility to know what I'm seeing. To know what I can foresee, bro. Like
Last year you was a worse team than this year, and I agree. Your last year with your team.
how
was worse
confident
than
were
this
you
year.
last season? How confident were you going into that tie last
I
season?
was not
Don't
confident
lie.
because we weren't good. We went trophyless last season. We were a
No,
bad
you're
team
saying
last
that with the benefit of hindsight. Going into that tie, how confident were you?
I was not confident. I was 100% not confident. I thought it was 60-40 you guys. I really did. I haven't lied yet on here. I've been pretty fair. This year
Nah,
we're a much better team. And we almost beat you guys last time. We were leading 1-0 until we got a red card.
No, last time was fucking Lucha's fault, man. That first, you guys beating us the pack. That's one of the most embarrassing defeats we've had in the knockouts.
And that's what I'm trying to say. We're both better teams from that, and we scored four goals in that tie. We're not going to score we're not going to score a goal. In the first leg. Come on, what are we doing here?
I see both legs being like a 6-4. Why not a 6-5? Because usually the team that leads get like a goal at the end.
I could
Should be like a 5-4.
Yeah, I could easily see PSG winning 3-2 or us winning 3-2 first
I
leg.
just don't see how. Honestly, bro. Like, look, it really just comes down to this: individuals, football. Rafinha, he's been great this season. Take nothing away from him, but at the end of the day, he's average.
It's Rafinha?
He's an average.
Oh my God.
Like
He
talent-wise,
stopped this
he's an
close
average.
to
This is
footballer.
beyond
Let's be honest, bro.
No, he's
Like,
not, bro.
You Barca fans don't even fucking rate Rafinha, man. Like, I
do.
swear, before the season, you niggas think he was worth a squirt of piss.
Who
last
cares?
season.
Elite. This is
Listen,
elite rage bait. The guy that has over like 40. The guy that has over 40 GA. We don't
Let's
rate.
also talk about you don't.
God.
You didn't. You did not. You do
is
now,
he the
but you
best
did
left
not.
winger in the world? Every Barcelona.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Who's the
He's not
best? Who's the
That's
better
an
left
insult.
winger
That's
right
an
now?
insult to the sport of football to say
Who's
Rafinha is the best at
Who's
anything.
the better in current form right now this season?
Okay, you're doing the form thing. Class is
But
permanent.
isn't
You're
that
gonna
what
see
you
the
always
difference
do?
between class
That's
and
what we're
form.
talking about. A tie.
Like our
We're
players
talking
just
about
have
a
way
game
more
that's
class.
happening this season, bro.
Those are the things.
Right
Kabara
now,
is better
who's
than
the best
Rafinha.
left winger
Like,
on?
Bro, Rafinha
what the
wouldn't be
fuck?
known. Rafinha wouldn't be fucking known if not for Paris Saint-Germain. We gave that nigga a career.
Bro,
We
what?
saved his Barcelona career.
He didn't score half
Like
against
Rafinha wouldn't be
Bayern.
fucking known if not for
Oh my
Barcelona. If
God.
not for Paris Saint-Germain, bro. We gave Rafinha a fucking Barcelona career. Off of the strength of what he did last season. Bro, Rafinha's a fucking bum. Lewandowski is old as fuck. Lewandowski's fucking ancient.
He's old
He's
and he has
fucking
more goals.
ancient.
He has more goals than all of your front
Bro,
three players, and he's
It doesn't
36
matter.
years
It
old.
don't mean, dude, that don't mean shit. All he did last season was he fucking
Oh,
he
last
ate off
season,
of
last
Beraldo.
season, I forgot last season. Oh no, last season, I forgot last season. Rafinha and Lewandowski.
This season,
Lewandowski and
all
Rafinha combined have more goals than your two best players. What are we talking about?
That's irrelevant.
No, it's not.
It's irrelevant.
We're talking
Because
about a tie.
I've heard all you Barca fans say.
We're talking
I've heard
about
all
a Champions
Barca
League
fans say-
tie.
I've heard all Barca
We're
fans
talking
say
about a Champions League tie that's happening this year, and you don't want to use stats that are this year's stats?
Even Phil doesn't rate Lewa.
Don't mention my name,
iteration
Tosin.
of Lewa.
Don't mention my
Bro,
name,
you
bro.
guys
Don't
do
mention my
not
name,
rate
man.
Lewa. Don't front. You guys say all he does
Stop,
is he scores
bro.
goals. He
Nigga,
offers
what?
nothing.
I don't
Yes,
even
he
build
does
up.
score
He
goals.
offers nothing.
If you're asking my honest opinion, or
Why
if
am
you're
I
gonna
name?
stop rage
Bro,
baiting right now,
Lewa
if you're
is
gonna ask-
food. He's food for Pacho. He's food for our back line. Lamine Dogmal, okay,
Bro,
that's something. Maybe he can spark something.
That's
but
something.
honestly,
That's the guy you hate the most, and all of a sudden he's something. I was just hearing you slander him, dude.
no, I called him Dogmal. I just slandered. He is Dogmal. Like if you need a spark, you're gonna need Dogmal. But
There's no spark.
He's not
There's
gonna
no
bring
spark.
it.
You cannot spark the team with the most goals in Europe. There's no spark.
You cannot guard Doué. You cannot guard Kvaratskhelia. You cannot guard Ousmane Dembele.
Bro.
You cannot fucking guard these things.
bro,
I swear
Kvaratskhelia
to
got
God,
clapped
you
last
niggas
season.
cannot
It's
fucking
like you're
guard
hiding
them.
insecurity
I
about your
promise y'all.
team.
I promise
It's
y'all.
a,
You
it's
guys
a match.
cannot stop
Relax.
guard.
Why are you getting so worked up? This is ridiculous.
No. I can't wait because it's Phil, though. Phil actually, it's Phil's presence, bro. I swear, it's Phil's presence. Look,
Dude, no one is arguing. No one is
Bro,
arguing
what
the
we-
excellence of your team, but our attack has better numbers. That's just the facts. You can't argue. You can't say no. If you say no, you're lying. If you say no, you're lying.
You know, the game is more
Rafinha has
about
more
just
goals.
goals. The game is just more about. The game is more than just goals. It's more than just goals. It's about threat. Like you don't have the threat, the collective threat that we have. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're just not on that level.
The team that
You're not on that level.
most goals in league play and in the Champions League doesn't have the most threat.
It doesn't. No.
What are we talking about?
And you'll see why. You'll see why. You'll see why on March 4th.
That's all you. But you don't bring facts to the table. You just say. You just.
What do you mean? What do you mean facts? Like, dude.
What are the facts?
Bro,
Why is your attack? Why is your attack better than ours? Why?
It's very simple. Rafinha cannot generate the level of threat like a Barcola because
That's
Barcola.
not a stat. That's not a fact.
Toasted.
He generates more threat because he scores more goals and he has more assists than Barcola, Dembu, Cavara, Desidue, Vitinha, Neves. That's just the truth.
So essentially what you're saying is a player like, for example, Pulisic offers more threat than Leao because he scores more goals.
No, not at all.
I mean, it's the same thing, though. It's the same thing because you're bringing is goals and assists.
Not the same
that's
thing.
your sole. That's your sole argument. Goals and assists.
Rafinha and Barcola play the same role. They're runners. They're outlets. We're comparing them. Who's having a better season? Rafinha.
By far, Barcola.
What? This is my.
Okay,
God.
Rafinha's having a better season, but honestly,
why did you just say by far Barcola? We're comparing similar players. You even admitted it earlier. You said no, not at all.
But the
Barcola
thing is, like, okay,
an outlet. He's not ball to feet.
They're not similar players. They're not similar players because Barcola.
Their roles are similar. Their roles are similar. No,
but Rafinha cannot beat any. Rafinha can't beat me. He can't beat his own shadow. If Rafinha is on ball, no one is scared. If Barcola is on ball,
that's not his role.
Koundé,
you're arguing nothing.
Wait,
that's not his role.
What did Barcola do to Koundé last season?
What did Barcola
do to Koundé last season? What the fuck did Barcola do to Koundé last season?
What did he do?
Did he not undress him? Did he not undress Barcola? Did he not undress
him? Did Barcola get benched?
What did Lamine do to Nuno?
Lamine had one action on Nuno in the second leg. One fucking
and it led to a goal. And then we got a red card.
And then what happened? You had three. And then you
conceded
three unanswered goals. You did three unanswered goals. What the fuck?
We had oh my God!
More.
This is ridiculous. We got a red card. Araujo is a sleeper Russian agent. What do you want us to say? What do you want us to say?
Bro, Rafinha's purple patch is way over.
You beat us with 10 men?
Bro,
you beat us with 10 men? Congratulations. You must be so proud. You beat us with 10 men.
If you're a defender,
you were losing 11-11, and we had a worse team. What does that say about you guys? What does that say about you guys?
Bro, even 11v11, before that goal, we pressed you man to man across the whole pitch, and you niggas were shitting yourselves. Phil fucking DM'd me.
We were crapping the bed so bad that we went up 1-0. We were crapping the bed so bad we went up 1-0.
No, even after the goal,
so bad we went up 1-0.
It's so funny. You can ask Int about this. I even told him before that game, if Barca score first, do not be scared. If Barca score first, do not be scared. All it takes is for us to score one goal, and these niggas will crumble.
You can talk about you guys won last season. Fair enough. You won fair and square. There was a deserved red card, and it was a deserved free kick or penalty, whatever one it was. I'm not arguing that, but you can't say that your attack's been better than ours this year. It's factually incorrect.
I just tweet posted. Talk about Rafinha cannot generate shit. Shut your lame ass up, bro. What is this?
If you want to say you guys have the better defense than us, like fine, I'll give you a better defense. But you can't sit here and be so biased where you say your attack is as good as ours. We have the best attack in Europe this year. That's just it. I'm not saying
statistically you have the best attack, but
so then if factually we're number one in a bunch of attacking categories, I don't get how we're not the best attacking unit. Are you going off of like vibes and feelings? Because then I vibe and feel that Man City are the best defensive team in Europe. Even like
how does that adage go? Form is temporary, class is permanent. You don't have our class. You just don't. You simply do not.
Your class?
You guys
Yes.
lost to Bayern 1-0. We stopped them 4-1. Class.
Bro, first of all, we went to the Allianz.
First of all,
We went to the
what are you talking
Allianz.
about?
We went to the fucking Allianz. You guys were in the fucking Montjuic, okay? You guys were in the fucking Montjuic.
Oh, you went to the
benefit
Allianz.
of playing at your home. You had the benefit of playing in your home. You had the benefit of bro. We lost 1-0 on a fucking error by our fucking backup goalkeeper, Safino. That's how we
Why
lost.
didn't you guys score a
We lost
goal?
1-0
Why
on
didn't you
fucking
score a goal?
error.
Best attack in Europe. The best attack in
Bro.
Europe. You didn't score a
Bro,
goal.
I'm not gonna
bro.
use the 10-man excuse like you because y'all niggas some bitches. Y'all gonna say 10
Bro.
man. I'm not using that.
I
10-man
gave you
excuse.
props for winning.
I'm not even
I
gonna
gave
even-
you
I'm not
props.
even
I
gonna-
said
I'm not
fair
even gonna
play.
use
You
that
won.
excuse.
I said fair
Bro.
play. You
Ready.
won.
Y'all
simply
drew
weren't
to
ready.
PSV at home. You drew
We
to
weren't
PSV
ready.
at
That's the
home- at home.
excuse.
You drew to PSV at home.
That's
You-
the excuse.
You
Wait, hold
barely
on.
beat Girona
Flick, they
at
weren't
home.
ready. Flick, they weren't ready. They weren't ready. That's it. That's it. That's why they weren't ready. Come on, these are excuses. These are professional
Bro,
footballers. Dude.
if you
They
know,
know
if you
how
do,
to this.
that's what I'm saying. Like, look, you guys are cooked because I'm telling you, you guys busted way too many nuts early. You guys are still living off of the first couple months of the season, and
Bro,
it's
we
always
just put
best
4
to
past
peak.
Sevilla. We put 7 against
Bro,
Valencia.
Sevilla fucking stink. We watched that
just put-
fucking watch along. Bro, I watched that fucking game. Sevilla
We
had
put
zero
5.
trans-
We put 5
Sevilla's
against
best fucking player
Benfica.
is
We put
fucking
5 against
Luke Bacchio.
Madrid. We
You're
put
going
5
up
against
against
Madrid
Luke
in
Bacchio
January.
and shit,
Oh
man.
yeah, that's the beginning of the season. Beginning of the season.
Bro,
Dude,
nigga,
you don't know
nobody
what
cares
you're
about that
talking
Zionist fucking Saudi game, bro. Played in the fucking
Oh,
middle of nowhere, bro.
we only-
Nobody gives a fuck about that
Hey,
game, bro.
Hey, we only care.
What the fuck?
We
Like,
only
nigga,
care
nigga
about
bringing up some
we
weak-ass
only care
game.
about score lines. We only care about score lines when it fits your agenda. Don't do
Thank
that.
you.
Don't do
Thank you,
that.
bro. Thank you.
I gave you props for beating Brest 7-0, and then now all of a
Bro,
sudden,
I don't give a fuck about your props, my nigga. I don't care about your props. You go get slapped regardless. Like, nobody gives a fuck about your props, bro.
You about to
Once you
cry?
niggas pull up, once you niggas pull up
about to cry?
once you niggas pull up at the park, y'all gonna get slapped, bro. Y'all gonna
Hey,
get cooked. I swear to God.
I respect PSG, bro. It's gonna be a great game, but you're going. The bias is leaning heavy.
I'm
Bro.
crying tears, bro.
Niggas call me a homer for a reason, but I swear to God, like, y'all gonna get fucking murdered. Y'all gonna get fucking murdered when you.
We're gonna get murdered just off of the vibes you feel. I get it, man.
Bro, you're gonna get murdered off of the fact that you're facing the most informed team in the world. That came out of your mouth.
I agree. You guys are the most
You'll
informed team
see.
in the world. Who's the second most informed team in the world? It's Barcelona. It's not Liverpool. They just
It's
drew.
definitely not y'all. It's definitely not y'all.
Who is it?
Bro,
Who is it?
But
we
even
haven't
if
lost
y'all are the
this
second
year.
most, there's still a considerable gap.
There's a considerable.
Not really. 'Cause-
Even if you want to say that, that's fine. We're still the second most informed team in the world, and it's not Liverpool. They just drew 2-2 against Aston Villa. And I even said you guys would beat Liverpool. I think both of us would beat Liverpool.
Okay,
I don't
people
think,
are-
I don't think that.
I think,
I think
we're
Ernie Slott's an
gassing.
okay manager, but I think that to say it's a 75-25
Thank
is
you.
like horrendous. Like word.
And I
If
think
you,
you guys
if you
are
said
overrated.
if you said 60-40, I'd be like, you know what? That's his team. That's the club of his life, man. I get that. What are we doing? What are we doing?
No, but let's not act like we didn't see PSG's last league game, bro. I watched it with you guys. I was at the watch along. Okay? Tosin, I was there, bro. Like, you guys drew 0. You guys drew 0-0. You guys were awful. You guys didn't create nothing, bro. Like, so stop acting like you guys are always like.
That's true.
fucking
Somebody
teams,
just said
bro.
form is temporary, though. Class is permanent. Oh, the most informed team in the world.
All right, wait. I just want to fix my camera so I can turn it on. I'm just gonna refresh it. Then invite. It's gonna take 10 seconds. All right.
Yeah, go.
Does it just keep us back in here?